In a world overwhelmed by suffering, inequality seems to be inescapable, especially when fighting climate change. And yet, hope is not lost. We, as the Pro3 team, believe that addressing global inequality will not only solve the climate crisis, but will uplift and empower everyone in the process.
I consider wealth equality as a crucial way to tackle the climate crisis. The majority of the poor people are smallholder farmers who are responsible for most global food production. So wealth equality will be necessary for helping them to improve farm productivity through better access to resources and technologies. Many of the world's rainforests are found in the poorest areas on the planet. The people who live in and around rainforests rely on these ecosystems for their survival, making use of whatever resources they can find. Their poverty costs the entire world through the loss of tropical rainforests and wildlife. So providing for these people can save rainforests. Wealth equality is a chance for the poor people to recycle the trash instead of burning it and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. That can help to start using renewable sources and stop using non-renewable ones such as coal or plastic. Therefore, wealth equality is the main thing in meeting community needs without pressuring on land, overexploitation of soils, and deforestation.
As a person living in a country that is the world capital of femicide, gender inequality is an issue that is very important to me. Women are the worst affected by the climate crisis due to their socioeconomic status. This not only means that women will suffer the most because of climate change, but it also means that families that rely on them for support will experience devastating impacts on their lives. Moreover, women as resources of knowledge have been discarded due to gender bias, thus meaning that crucial solutions and innovations to climate change are lost. Allowing women to participate in the labour force, such as learners, workers, and especially leaders, will introduce new ways of combating climate change that will have exceptional outcomes. We, as Pro3, believe that addressing gender inequality is vital in fighting the climate crisis. Thus, it is essential that women of all backgrounds are included in the conversation.
Coming from a least developed country, I have witnessed and experienced firsthand how climate change can differently cause harmful effects on us. LDCs have the lowest socio-demographic development worldwide, and many face coastal erosion and heat waves, endure damage to valuable tourist attractions and natural habitats, and overall have to manage the loss of resources while not even possessing enough to begin with. These are only a few examples showing the worsened impacts with which these countries are burdened. Enforcing better cooperation and promotion of unity between the LDCs and MDCs to encourage the sharing of assets, knowledge, and assistance among them will secure the safety and development of the economies and stimulate joint ways to combat the crisis, consequently, having more unified and stronger ways to reverse and mitigate the effects. This conveys that addressing the economic inequality of countries will have a fundamental role in fighting climate change.
Raising the education and awareness level is one of the key factors in handling the consequences of climate change. Getting educated about climate change is necessary to successfully fight against it. Why? Because education systems should contribute to increasing climate change awareness and young people's knowledge of ecological problems, and to prepare young and future generations to face global challenges, which include climate change's consequences, but also introducing so-called green technology. Fortunately, the awareness for this type of education is slowly increasing in developed countries and with the creators of the country's education system, and with the wider public. What is worrying me is the developing countries where education is at a very low level, with a high degree of illiteracy, ignorance, and a lack of information about the serious consequences of this problem. I hope that soon there will be strategies to act on a global level and enrich the basic knowledge of people for the consequences on a worldwide level, to live in a quality place with the necessary living conditions.
Thank you for listening. We are Pro3 and we wish the best of luck to our opposing team.